Black Power, and greetings, family, friends, loved ones. My name is Lennon English, and I'm fundraising to obtain financial support to retain legal counsel to seek justice against the District of Columbia Metro Police Department and the Fraternal Order of Police. On January 26, 2021, around 7 a.m., 9 officers unlawfully entered my apartment building and unit without a warrant, led by Officer Nickerson. At the time of the incident, I got out of the shower to answer a loud banging at the door, naked and wet in my bath towel with my phone in my hand. A police officer by the name of Sergeant Nickerson was standing at my door with some other officers. I asked Officer Nickerson what he wanted, and he said they were there with a warrant for someone upstairs. Still in my bath towel, I called my landlady, got her on the phone, and she asked to speak with Sergeant Nickerson, who was the lead officer. He denied the request and said she could speak with the lead when the officers were done. I said something isn't right here, demanded to see the warrant twice, and continued to demand to see the warrant. They refused to present a warrant. I asked if they were at the building to arrest the brother to the neighbor upstairs, who is a struggling addict that frequently visits his brother, does not live in the apartment building, who they had actually arrested 2 days prior. They said yes, but refused to show the warrant yet again. Suddenly, Nickerson forcibly and often lawfully came across the threshold of my home. I pushed him back, still naked in the bath towel, and told him, I'm a black U.S. Air Force veteran, I know my rights, and informed the officer he is not welcome on the property and needs a warrant. I also told him he's not allowed to enter the building or my domicile without showing a valid warrant, and that I have a right to defend myself if he does. I warned the officer that he has no reason to enter my home and is not permitted inside. He and his 3 other of the 9 officers then forced me inside. 5 other officers proceeded to barge into my home, making a total of 9 officers who attacked me naked and wet in my living room. They beat me, brutally assaulted me, and arrested me, and then charged me with assaulting a police officer after they forcibly entered my home and forcibly entered the premises without warrant or probable cause. So when the landlady arrived, the cops finally showed her a warrant. The person the officers claimed to be at the building to arrest does not reside here and hasn't lived here in many years. A Google search showed the former resident's last known address wasn't even in the same zip code of my apartment building. I'm fundraising to retain legal counsel to fight this criminal charge filed against me by the DCMPD and to obtain justice for the violation of my civil rights in the incident and other incidents, as I have been harassed by the DCMPD repeatedly and almost annually since 2010. Specifically in 2017, the DCMPD and the FBI charged me with a U.S. felony threat and accused me of being a black identity extremist and put me on a high intensity security program without even having leveled a conviction against me for a charge. Innocent till proven guilty. I think that they forgot that part of the Constitution even existed. We're gonna fix that real shortly. The case was rightfully dismissed with prejudice against these police officers for their behavior. I'm an honorable man, a human being, a proud father, son, brother, and friend. I'm a decorated veteran who served this country proudly, even in the face of adversity. Officer Matt Nickerson is a corrupt cop and has no honor. Research of public records over the past 5 years show Officer Nickerson's history of misconduct, several complaints against him for racial profiling, excessive force, police brutality, and blatant corruption. He has had several lawsuits opened against him for his evil behavior and his lack of regard for his badge. His reputation is so atrocious in my ward. My young neighbors call him Officer Nickerson because he is a known racist who likes to beat and terrorize black men, black women, and children and imprison them on false charges, using his badge to protect himself from punishment from his crimes against humanity here in Washington, D.C. It is also believed that Officer Nickerson might actually be involved in drug trafficking in Ward 7 and Ward 8. These officers, led by Officer Nickerson, are in direct violation of Title 18 U.S.C. Section 242, deprivation of rights under color of law, and need to be charged by the U.S. Attorney General, indicted, and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I would like to formally sue the city, DCMPD, Fraternal Order of Police for all of these officers' roles in violating my goddess-given rights protected by the United States Constitution in the land that my forefathers, the Choctaw tribe, set feet on first thousands of years ago. please help me get justice against this corrupt police department by adding these corrupt officers off, by getting these corrupt officers off the streets of Washington, D.C., so that they never do something like this to anyone ever again. Black power, y'all. Please click on the link below and let's put some money behind something that's finally gonna stop some violence against Black